Hi guys, it's Mrs. Ogle. We're going to start talking about something new this week. I'm going to give you some clues, but I bet you can figure it out. Are you ready? Okay, we're going to start with our song where we're going to say, Mrs. Ogle's here, clap your hands. But then the next two lines are going to give you some clues, what we might be talking about. Are you ready? Mrs. Ogle's here, clap your hands. Mrs. Ogle's here, clap your hands. Mrs. Ogle's here. Clap your hands, Mrs. Ogle's in our classroom. You are here, give a roar. You are here, give a roar. You are here, give a roar. You are in our classroom. Your friends are here, chomp your teeth. Your friends are here, chomp your teeth. Your friends are here. Chomp your teeth, your friends are in our classroom. You have any guesses what we're going to talk about today? Well, we've got a couple things to do before we get there, so let's keep on moving. I need you to stand up big and tall for me. Are you ready? Hand goes on our heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Great job, guys. Very good. All right, next we're going to look at our calendar. We're into a new month. We started a new month on our last video on Friday. It's May. May. Can you find the word May? Did you see it right up here? Very good. What letter does May start with? What's this letter? It looks like a mountain. Who's going to climb that mountain? I am. The letter is M. Good job. M-A-Y, May. Now we're going to get started counting to our number in May, but first there's an important date that I want to show you. Do you remember what happens on that day with all the stars? That's our last day of preschool for the year. Some of you guys are headed off to kindergarten next, and some of you will come back to me in preschool next year. If you're coming back or if you're going on, I hope you know I'm super proud of you and everything that you've learned this year. Okay, here's today's number right there. What's that number? I bet you all know that, right? We started the month of May up here, so we're going to count here and we're going to go to today. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Today is Monday, May 4. I wonder if you can put 4 beads on your pipe cleaner today. Can you do that? It's got to be careful because those beads are pretty little. It can be kind of tricky. But in your goodie bag, you should have gotten some beads and some pipe cleaner. Can you count 1, 2, 3, 4 beads on them? And once you've done that, I wonder if you can find 4 pom-poms. There should have been at least 4 pom-poms in your goodie bag. I bet you can find them. What else can you find 4 of in your house or even in your goodie bag? Take a look around, see what you can find. All right, we're almost ready to talk about our new thing, but first, we've got to figure out these tricky letters. We're going to sing the alphabet song, and then we're going to see if any of my letters hide from me again. Are you ready to sing with me? Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job. Now, which letters do you think are going to hide? Let's count to 3 and then blow and see if we can make some letters disappear. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That you made some letters disappear. We're going to have to sing the song to figure out which ones. Are you ready? A, B, C. What's that letter? D. Good job. D, E, F, G, H, I. What's that one? J. I knew you'd know it. J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Awesome. W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Good job. You guys are awesome at that. All right, I think we're all done with our letters. So we're going to start talking about, did you know this? Did you figure it out from my clues? Dinosaurs. I love learning about dinosaurs. I've never seen a real life dinosaur before, so there's lots of things that I don't know yet, and I love learning them with you. Like, did you know that the word dinosaur means terrible lizard? Did you know that? I don't think dinosaurs were really so terrible, but they were pretty scary, weren't they? Yeah, they were pretty scary. And they're very similar. They're in the same family as lizards. So that scientists use the word dinosaur, which means terrible lizard. Today we're going to look at dinosaur teeth. We are, because you can learn a lot about dinosaurs by looking at their teeth. This is a meat eater. These are the bones, the fossils of a meat eater. His teeth are sharp and pokey. He would use those teeth like this to chomp onto a piece of meat and then tear it apart so he could swallow it in pieces. That's how meat eaters usually ate their food. They would get a piece of meat, chomp into it hard, tear it apart, and then swallow that chunk of meat. But these are the teeth of a plant eater. Now, that plant eater's teeth are kind of flat. They're not going to use those teeth to tear it apart and swallow chunks. They're going to use those teeth to chew. So they would eat leaves like vegetables or things that they might find in trees or bushes on the ground. And they would use their teeth to chew, chew, chew until it was nice and smooth and maybe even kind of squishy. And then they could eat their plants. Some dinosaurs ate both meat and plants, and so they had some of each kind of teeth. Do you know people have both of those types of teeth too? Because people can eat plants and we can eat meat. So we need all those types of teeth. Scientists can learn a lot from dinosaurs by their teeth. I want to talk to you each day about one different type of dinosaur, and today we're going to talk about a dinosaur called Compsognathus. I'm going to say that word 2 more times. I hope you'll say it with me. Are you ready? Compsognathus. Good job. One more time. Compsognathus. You guys are good. I knew it. So here is a picture of a Compsognathus. Look at this picture and tell me, how big do you think the Compsognathus was? Do you think it was a great big dinosaur or maybe just a little one? What do you think? Compsognathus is a smaller dinosaur. It's not this big. It's actually bigger than that. But as far as dinosaurs go, it was a pretty little one. I'm going to show you a picture of a Compsognathus standing next to an adult like maybe Mrs. Ogle or even Miss H. So if this were Mrs. Ogle, right here, I might be waving, saying, "Hi, guys." This is a Compsognathus. This is a grown-up Compsognathus. This is a younger Compsognathus. So they're not super big dinosaurs, are they? Scientists think that a grown-up Compsognathus would probably have been about the size of a turkey, and a younger Compsognathus would have been about the size of a chicken. Yep. So look at this picture over here again. Does the Compsognathus walk on 4 legs or 2? He has 4 legs, but he only walked on 2 legs. That made his tail really important. His tail helped him to keep his balance, because do you see how he's walking on those 2 legs? There's still a lot of the Compsognathus that's leaning forward. He would tip over if he didn't have that long tail to help him keep his balance. Tails were really important for a lot of dinosaurs. All right, today's book is The Little Kid's First Big Book of Dinosaurs. Now, it's a really big book, so we may check it out a couple of times this week. Today, we're just going to use it to learn about 4 types of dinosaurs, and we're going to talk about small dinosaurs today. So we're not going to talk about any big T-Rexes or anything. We'll get to those later this week, but I want to talk to you about some of the smaller dinosaurs today. First, we're going to talk about Microraptor. Microraptor was a feathered glider. Do you see him over here? Looks a little bit like a bird, doesn't he? Because he's got wings Oh my goodness. Let's read what the book says about Microraptor. Microraptor weighed less than 4 pounds. It's the smallest dinosaur they talk about in this book. This little dinosaur had feathers and wings. It did not fly like a bird, but it could glide through the air like a kite. Microraptor may have used the claws on its feet to climb high up into a tree. Then it leaped off, gliding through the air until it landed on the ground or a branch. So he couldn't start on the ground and flap his wings and fly really fast. That wouldn't work. But he could use his claws to climb to the top of a tree, jump off, and then spread his wings to catch air and sail smoothly to the ground or a branch he wanted to land on. Over here, it shows us how big the Microraptor was next to a person. So that's about the size of maybe a cardinal or some of the birds that we have even in our area. Yep. So some of the dinosaurs really could be pretty small. This is Compsognathus. We just talked about him. Compsognathus was a lizard hunter. Some dinosaurs hunted other animals. These meat eaters are called predators. The animals they hunt are called prey. Compsognathus was a predator. It ran quickly on its 2 hind legs to catch its prey, which were lizards, insects, or other small animals. And right here it shows us a similar picture that a Compsognathus was not very big next to a grown-up. And up here it says Compsognathus was about the size of a turkey. Next we're going to talk about Oviraptor. Oviraptor looked very much like a bird. It had feathers, and like all dinosaurs, it laid eggs. Oviraptor made nests for their eggs. They sat on the eggs to protect them. Parents used their feathered arms to shade their eggs from the bright sun during the day. Have you ever been outside when it's really hot and sunny out? And it can be, oh man, it can be yucky and you get sweaty and hot and oh so thirsty. Well, their babies would be in eggs until they hatched. And if those eggs got too hot, they wouldn't turn into babies. So the grown-up oviraptors would open up their arms and use those wings kind of like tree branches or even an umbrella to give shade to the eggs. They were good parents, it sounds like. This one's a little bit tricky to say, so we're going to try it together. Down here it tells me how to say it. Psittacosaurus. So this is the Psittacosaurus. Psittacosaurus did not have any teeth in the front of its mouth. It used its beak like scissors to cut through plants. It did have teeth in the back of its jaws that it used for chewing. There were dinosaurs on Earth for millions of years. Some kinds, such as Psittacosaurus, lived in deserts where it was very dry. Others lived in forests. Some lived where the weather was hot, and others where it was cold. So if the Psittacosaurus lived in the desert, would it have been very dry or would there have been lots of water? Would have been pretty dry, wouldn't it? Would it have been very hot or very cold? Yep, it would have been hot. Psittacosaurus lived where it was really hot. Did you hear it talk about the Psittacosaurus teeth? It didn't have teeth in the front of its mouth. It had that long beak it could use kind of like scissors to cut through plants. But it did have flat teeth in the back of its mouth to help chew up those plants. So Psittacosaurus had some teeth too. Yep. All right, guys, we're going to talk about dinosaurs again tomorrow. But tomorrow, I hope maybe you've still got your Play-Doh. And did you find your toy dinosaur in the goodie bag? If you've got those 2 things, I want you to find them tomorrow for our video because we're going to use them in our video. I hope you guys keep having a great Monday. I will see you next time. I don't know yet. Yes, I recorded this. I'm very proud of myself.